The arrival of the first automobile in Ceará, a curious tale of innovation. On a memorable morning of March 26, 1909, the city of Fortaleza, with only 3 major avenues and no road signs, witnessed the arrival of the first automobile on Cearense soil. This machine, brought on a steamship from the United States and disembarked at the old Praia do Piques, was a true novelty that attracted a curious crowd. The vehicle in question was a second-hand Rambler, purchased by Meton de Alencar and his son-in-law, Júlio Pinto, for 8,000 réis. Although it was a technological marvel for the time, there was a small problem: nobody knew how to start the car. As reported in the 1938 book Memories, Things That Time Took, written by journalist Raimundo de Menezes, the automobile ended up being pulled by a donkey. This created a kind of procession of curious onlookers who closely observed the vehicle and the historic donkey. The car traveled about 1 kilometer from the customs house to the Cearense casino, now a cinema, followed by an excited crowd. Even after arrival, the owners faced challenges in understanding how the car's engine worked. Roberto Muratori and Dr. Meyerless, with no prior experience, became Fortaleza's first mechanics, dealing with issues related to the distribution gear and cranks. The car attracted so much attention that experiments were conducted during the night to avoid street disturbances. Due to tire wear, they were replaced with makeshift solutions made of wood and iron rims. During a trip to Messejana, the radiator cap was lost, leading Júlio Pinto to announce a reward in the newspapers for its recovery. Because of the engine noise and the headlights, which were novelties in the Cearense night, the car earned the nickname Malassombrado, haunted. As other automobiles began to appear in the city, the Malassombrado was dismantled, and its Rambler engine was sold for other purposes. It is interesting to note that prior to this episode, Brazil had already imported some self-propelled vehicles known as Thomson road spinners, powered by steam, which circulated on public roads for urban transportation starting in 1871. Additionally, the first motorized vehicle to arrive in Brazil in November 1891 was a Peugeot, owned by Santos Dumont. Another pioneer in the Brazilian automotive industry was Joaquim Garcia, who created the Joger, a car bearing his own name, using parts he had developed himself. Even President Juscelino Kubitschek drove one of these cars. Finally, it is important to mention that the channel has previously explored the first automotive accident in the country, involving the renowned poet Olavo Bilac. Thank you for watching, and we invite you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and leave a like if you haven't already done so. Until the next video.